Hey guys, it is Jack here, that vegan dad, here for another amazing product taste test review. This time it is the Vegan Factor from Woolworths. Woolworths' own plant-based range of mock meats. I've got a bunch here, look at them all here. I'm going to be taste testing all of these today for you guys to see how they taste and how they compare to other mock meat options on the market. Woolworths have seriously ramped up the war on plant-based meals between Coles and Woolworths. We're updating this range this year. If you weren't aware, the Vegan Factor brand was around back mid 2019. Now they've re-released the items, come out with some new items and rebranded it with a different image and all that sort of stuff. They are going all out on pushing this plant-based range, and it is really great to have available, highly accessible items that you can get at your supermarket. So enough talking, gonna chuck these in the oven and see how they cook up, and really keen to see how these taste as well. Alrighty, I've got my little plant-based banquet here. Quite a few different items here. So I have the fish fillets, the chicken schnitzels, chicken nuggets, the little meatballs, and the bits of chicken as well. I wasn't able to get the burgers that they do at Burger Patty, and I'm pretty sure they do some plant-based mince as well. These range from between $5 to $6. I have seen them on special as well, so it is pretty good value, having so many different great options and really good priced as well. All right, I'll try each one now individually. I'll put the timestamps into the description below if there's a particular item that you want to check out. I'm really excited to see how these taste. They are all soy gluten-based products, so here we go. What shall I start with? I'll start with the nuggets. So here is the nugget right here. Pretty good size, cooked up pretty well in the oven. So there were 6 nuggets in that packet, and that was about $6. So trying it by itself really lacks any flavor at all. Like it's like you're eating nothing, to be honest. And the batter around it isn't very crispy. It's a shame that the nugget itself is quite rubbery. The texture's not there and just lacks any sort of flavor at all. It's definitely an item that you would need some tomato sauce with to make it taste anything exciting. That is unfortunately a big miss in my mind. I'm pretty sure that one was about $5.70. So in terms, you get 6 nuggets in there. It's probably not the greatest in terms of value and quality, especially when there are some better tasting nuggets out on the market. So now I'll move on to the little chicken strips here. Look at that, cooked up really well. Again, soy base, gluten base. So it's going to be probably a pretty rubbery. Again, no sort of flavor at all. It is rubbery because it is gluten. Really needs some sort of seasoning on that to give it any sort of flavor to it. The texture, rubbery. These chicken strips were about $6. So you get quite a lot in there, so that wasn't too bad. That'll definitely go in quite a few meals, a good portion size. And again, just like the nuggets, really lacks any sort of flavor at all. It kind of just tastes like you're eating bread, to be honest. Really not keen on these ones. Maybe we'll move away from the chicken-based items and we'll go with one of these plant-based beef meatballs. These were $6 as well. Get quite a lot of the balls in there. They smell all right. So the texture on these were a little better, much better than the chicken items. But again, really lacks any sort of flavor. They do have a little bit more flavor than the chicken items that I've tried, but really needs a bit more flavor to actually take this to the next level. And for $6 as well, I don't know, it is quite pricey when you consider some other options out on the market. All right, so now I am going to try the fish-like schnitzel. Check that out. In terms of smell, it is very similar to, like, you know, your fishy sort of products. So they've got the smell down pat. Look at that there. Texture, batter looks all right. Didn't really eat a great deal of fish before I was vegan, so not probably the best judge on these items, but I am keen to try, see how it tastes. The batter on the item is actually quite nice. Very nice batter around it. I don't think anything screams out in this item that screams out this is a fish-like product. You know, it doesn't really have the flavors that I remember fish products having. Kind of lacks the flavor completely. Texture's probably a little bit off on it as well. But yeah, nothing really screams out that this is a fish. But the batter itself isn't too bad. Nice and crispy, light. Hopefully the chicken schnitzel smashes it out of the park. Looks like there's a bit of flavoring on that batter there. So let's give this one a shot. This one was $6 for 2 schnitzels. So there are quite a few different schnitzels out on the market at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how this one compares. Soy, gluten again. There we go, that's how it looks. Definitely a bit more flavor in it because it does have like some peppercorn and some herbs on the crumb. So it does taste a bit stronger, a bit different. Texture of the chicken, again, is similar to the other items, very rubbery, lacks any sort of texture at all. And the flavor of that chicken itself isn't really that great either, especially compared to some others out on the market. And I'll be honest, for $6, I probably would not buy this again, considering that there's some other brands out there and maybe a couple dollars extra, which are 100 times better than this. And I think that is the issue with this product. Maybe if these were a bit half of the price of what they cost, you know, $3, $4 each, then you definitely have great options to choose from for plant-based mock meats. But because these are priced around $5, $6, and then you can buy similar items out at Woolies, out at Coles, which are only maybe $2, $3 more expensive, I would much prefer to spend the extra money to get a better quality product. You know, because these just overall, the texture's off, there's no flavoring at all, a little bit rubbery, tastes like kind of like wheaty in there. So not a lot of flavor if you're looking for plant-based items. Now, it's a shame, but it is really great that Woolworths have these options available, especially for new vegans looking for some mock meat options. So these are great options, I would say, for some people, but for me personally, at that price, I cannot justify purchasing these again, especially when there's so many great options out there available for only a couple dollars extra. For me personally, you know, quality is definitely always worth the extra money. So that was my opinion of the Vegan Factor range. Overall, the overall final conclusion of this is that it lacks any sort of texture or flavor. Anyway, if you have tried any of these products, please let me know your feedback on the range in the comment section below. I really love to hear your feedback on these particular items. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, chuck it a like, share it around, and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with more vegan friendly taste tests like this one and much, much more. Anyway, I have a lot of items to consume right now, so I will catch you guys next time.